we had this discussion the other day. Leadership is not about getting yourself motivated. Leadership is not about getting yourself ready to play. It's about getting those around you ready to play. It's about dictating the way the game is played. The last I looked, basically, LeBron James is the GM of the Cleveland Cavaliers. I mean, David Griffin has a job as well. Right. He does a fine job, but it's LeBron James. If he wants Kevin Love, he gets Kevin Love. If he wants to come back and play with Kyrie, he gets to come back and play with Kyrie. He gets the players around him. So if he has a problem with his squad, as you keep saying, that he's not crewed up. By the way, Kevin Love is averaging, 22 a game?
Oh,
he had 27 last night.
Yeah,
Kevin Love is playing.
Yeah.
So if there's a problem with this squad, well, that's partly on LeBron. How about the way they're playing? Pace of the game. 108-point pace last night, way above what the Cavs are used to playing. Well, that's on Ty Lue, but you know who else is the coach of that team? LeBron. LeBron is GM, he's coach, he's player. We've talked about his defensive woes. In all three phases, the Cavs are failing. That's on the leader, LeBron.
They are grown men, and this isn't their first rodeo for Kevin Love and Kyrie. Let's keep that in mind.
Well, but leadership exists. It's true. They're grown men, but there's a reason that people hire motivational speakers. There's a reason why you have head coaches in your football locker room to tell you when it's time to get ready to play. Some guys need that message. Not everybody. Some guys are grown men. And if you're the leader of the team, it's on you to make sure.
Well, it's great to hear it. And I understand leaders can be audible and you can say something that can motivate me. But ultimately, that's on me, the player. Ultimately, it's on me, the individual, to step up to that situation. Look, before I need to hear it, I want to see it. And that's the difference between this team and Golden State. Cleveland is sitting there saying, Kyrie, there was a conversation of you being top 10 maybe this year. Let's see how you play. In these finals right now, you're dropping out of those rankings. But then you look at the other side, you see Golden State, and they got two guys in the top three. Steph and KD are sitting there saying, I'm two, you're three. No, you're two, I'm three. Whatever that is, they have a better team that is actually showing up. Respect. That said, LeBron James, the only thing I will blame him for is his defensive issue so far. And it's only happening because he's out of balance, because he's trying to do so much that he's not taking care of his responsibility fully.
And because Father Time is undefeated.
Well, Father Time is undefeated, but we know in the NBA it's a team defense game as well, and you need your team to help you on defense. So when you don't have Tristan Thompson has 8 rebounds in the first 2 games. 8 rebounds when he averaged 10 per game last time in the NBA Finals. You look at J.R. Smith. He hit the first shot of Game 1 and hasn't made a bucket since. You look at his team, they're not showing up as expected, as advertised.
Look, the reason I let you two waste all that time is because I knew that you really wouldn't address the question. Let me explain what this question's about. Is this all on LeBron? Yes, but not because of these details. Why is it all on LeBron? What's all on LeBron? The Golden State Warriors are better than the Cavs. Nothing the Cavs can do. Golden State Warriors have overwhelming firepower because, as I said, and as LeBron pointed out after Game 1, they added KD to a 73-win team. So why is it all on LeBron? Because LeBron was the modern athlete who figured out, as I said earlier, details in the end aren't going to matter. They're going to be counting chips. Let me go join a super team. And he joined Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in Miami. Then when they started getting a little long in the tooth, he looked over at Cleveland and said, Kyrie. Yeah. Remember them playing in the All-Star game together. I kept watching LeBron feed Kyrie, thinking LeBron likes playing with this guy. Even when LeBron's on ball and Kyrie is off ball, there's something there. I want to play with Kyrie. He has crazy upside. We need someone else. Oh, they got the #1 pick in the draft? Flip that into Kevin Love. Okay, so LeBron figured that out and basically created unfair advantage teams. Nothing wrong with that. Jerry West created an unfair advantage team with the Lakers when he traded for Kareem, or when Kareem was on the team, and then they drafted Magic and they pulled off a heist for James Worthy in the draft. That was an unfair team. Red Auerbach did the same thing in Boston with Bird and McHale and those guys. Unfair team. Same thing happened in Chicago. Jordan, Pippen, Kukoc, Rodman, unfair team. But LeBron was the athlete who said, I'm not going to rely on the man to do it. I'm the man. I'm going to do it. And KD looked at that and said, okay, I'm going to do the same thing. The difference is KD didn't try to construct his own team. KD went to a team with outstanding player development. Steph Curry was the 7th pick in the draft. Klay Thompson, the 11th. These weren't the top 3 picks in the draft. Draymond Green's a 2nd-round draft pick. But because of player development on the Warriors, where they not only coach him up, but they coach him up in a system, Durant just slotted himself into that and said, okay, LeBron, I got your message. This is on LeBron because he showed these guys the way, and KD just upped the ante. It's all on LeBron. Drop the mic!
That was a pretty hot take, Max. I'll give you that.
Marcellus,
I've heard it before, though.
I think the truth is the position that
He
both Max
reheated
and
it?
I hold on this is one of respect for LeBron. It's
Okay.
not a respectful position for LeBron, what we just debated a few segments earlier, the best player or second best player on the face of the planet, to look around and blame those around him when he's had a hand in A, setting the historical precedent, B, being the GM of this team and creating this specific roster, C, dictating the way they play as essentially a player coach, and D, as being a player who's not playing defense on the court. That's respect, telling you you're better than this. This is on you, LeBron. If your team is performing this way, it's your fault.
It's not only